All right, welcome everybody to the Geek Feed channel on YouTube or on Google Plus, and I am Beefy Stalin, and I am here to tell you that Danny Danger is in the house. How you doing there, Danny?
I'm here.
All right, and we got Jay from the Q Report. How you doing there, Jay?
Hi.
All right, and we got Prophet from Prophet Next Gen YouTube. How you doing there, Prophet?
I'm not talking.
Prophet, as you can see, is busy. And me, I'm Beefy Stalin from Where's the Beef on Ustream. So how you doing, everybody out there today? And welcome to digital4play.
I want chocolate.
He wants chocolate.
I want chocolate.
Okay.
Chocolate.
Welcome to
So
digital4play, people.
it's been quite the week, hasn't it?
Yes, yes, it has.
That has.
It's been Star Wars week, right? All week Star Wars, every day.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. I love it.
No, there's
Not at all.
definitely not.
Not at all. Not at all.
Especially when it's like this. Especially when we get to see something we've been waiting for a while. I'm happy.
The Battlefront footage, I assume we're talking about, or I mean, we got the trailer, we got the trailer for Battlefront, the game.
Whoa, baby.
Man, we've been spoiled this week. Did you guys also see the? I didn't see the footage. I just saw a screenshot of the Rogue One movie that they're making. Did you guys see that?
I did not see that.
I did not. Actually.
It's a screenshot of they're calling it. So each movie that's like a spin-off of the main movie franchise, they're calling it part of the Star Wars anthology. So they showed a screen grab of footage they showed, and it's going to take place between movies 3 and 4, and it's about a group trying to steal plans for the Death Star. So there's going to be no Jedi. It's just all about, there's no, special Sith or any sort of Jedi. It's just them trying to steal these plans. Just, random dudes, guns.
I want to see Jedi's.
I want to see force chokeholds.
Yeah.
Beef,
I don't
Beef, we
see
can't hear
somebody
you.
get phone. You were smoking.
No, we can't hear you.
No, we can't.
Check
What happened to
your-
his mic?
Check
At all.
your,
There's that thing up there. Just talk to God. He'll fix
check
it.
your cog up here.
Talk to God up there. He'll get you.
That's
So it's like
all.
Rogue Squadron? It's like some crazy shit like that? Or
Yeah, I mean, they didn't say too much about it other than it's going to be a small group of rebels that are trying to break in and steal the plans for the Death Star. And they said you could see the Death Star up in the sky.
And
So
we're
they're-
talking about from the same company, the same people that are doing the new movies and everything? Or
No, I mean, it'll be the same company, but it's not going to be like, you're not going to see the same actors, you're not going to see the same director or anything like that.
Well, obviously it's the same universe. I don't understand why we
Right.
wouldn't see some of those characters coming in and out, making cameos and stuff like that. So that would make sense to.
I don't think the most major
You know?
characters are going to make cameos, but you might see like some more minor characters.
For sure. That would make sense.
So they also said that there's going to be at least 8 maps.
I'm sorry, Tim. It's like I'm cracking up at Prophet. Look at him. It's hilarious, dude.
That's
It's
creepy,
like-
actually. That's pretty fucking
It'd be
creepy.
really hard to work with something like that, huh?
You have double eyebrows, and it looks really weird.
I like that.
Oh my God, Beefy! We lost Beefy. Where is he?
He's totally gone.
Oh, okay.
This episode is so fucked.
R.I.P. Beefy. If it's not me getting kicked out, it's somebody else retarded.
I think I hear the phone ringing.
What is going on here? He's inviting us to. He's inviting us to a different hangout.
You know what though? That I was doing the same thing. It's kind of confusing. It's kind of weird. Like
You gotta like there he goes. You gotta accept the invite, or it's easier to accept the invite from the chat window. You just click on the green camera.
I'm not gonna sit here and
let me
pretend
know.
like I know how Hangouts works because I have no fucking idea how it works.
Yo, this shit just muted me out of nowhere.
That was awesome. I saw it. It was great.
That was weird, man. You got through the intro though. Everything was working great.
Nobody likes beefy.
Racist.
Yes, I am. But back to another subject.
And if anyone's gonna be racist here, it's gonna be me. I'm in the
I'm not.
doghouse.
Never will be.
So one of the guys at DICE said there's going to be at least 8 maps that come with Battlefront. He said there's going to be more than 8. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I think that's a good thing.
How many do you think it's going to come with? Because he said more than 8.
10.
Think 10?
Yeah, round figure.
I said earlier 12.
You know what? I'm gonna be different and say 11.
Nice. $1, Bob. $1.
Yeah, I'm that dude on the Price Right that puts $1 in and pisses everybody off. If you stole my fucking answer, so I'm gonna go with 11.
Yeah.
Uh,
What about you, Prophet? What do you think? How many maps?
What are we talking about?
come on, dude.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Really, honestly, I have no idea. I'd say probably 10. They're gonna keep it at 10.
All right.
Nice run.
Hey, look, with this light over my head, I look like Jesus.
The second coming.
Dude, that's a good size, a good
That's
number
a lot
of
of
maps,
maps.
too. Yeah.
Battlefield doesn't launch. They don't launch with that many maps, right?
I don't think the vanilla came with that many maps,
Yeah.
man. I don't think so. That's a really good number. I'm happy with that.
That's just launch. Obviously, we're gonna see more with DLC.
This is a Jesus-like Danny.
I mean, I'd be happy with 8. Obviously, I'd want more, but I think that's awesome. I'm very happy. And I'm even happier that they're not putting battle log in there, because it doesn't work. It hasn't fucking worked. Until you guys have it solid, they need to leave that shit out, for sure.
I found battle log actually worked for me.
Battle log's
quite
more
well.
of a pain in the Sometimes on the PS4 when you hit the touchpad and it brings up battle log, and it's just like I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
I'm anti-battle log.
I meant battle log like the app. I never used it on the PlayStation. You're absolutely right. It never fucking worked.
Battlelog sucked ass.
But they did say that they're not doing away with that system. They're just making one from the ground up. They're gonna make their whole separate thing for battle.
Really?
So hopefully it works, right?
Which could be a great thing, or it could be another steaming pile of shit. But
Do we need it?
I don't think we do.
Get rid of it.
It's all it is a stat tracker. I mean, really, in the heart of it, what is it? Come on.
Focus on the game. We don't care about battle log.
No one uses battle log to find clans. I mean, you're gonna, like who does that? I mean, I don't do that shit. I don't know. Maybe people use it. I don't know. I don't use it.
No, I don't either. We're just gonna go ahead and say nobody does. We're speaking for everyone.
I want to speak for everyone in the world.
Yeah.
When I say that no one uses fucking battle log.
I told you it's broken.
Right? But I mean, battle log is insignificant just as long as the game works online at launch. I don't care. I mean, I just want to be able to hop on and play immediately. That's all I care about. So.
What do you? They did say that, like the other Battlefront games, there is going to be a single player option. So that's awesome. I dig that. I used to play the other Battlefront games.
Yeah, I didn't play. I think I played Battlefront maybe a few minutes of it. That's all. I never really got into it.
No?
No.
Well, what do you think about this one? Are you going to get into this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you a Star Wars fan, Beefy?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I wasn't like I'm not heavy into it like Prophet. Like he knows all the fucking names and like the size of the waistbands and stuff like that.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Like,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
only reason why I asked if you're a fan is because we hardly ever get Star Wars games. So anytime a Star Wars games come out and you're a fan, you like jump on it because we don't really get too much. So
Yeah.
I was wondering why you never really got into it because I mean,
It
I don't
was
know.
it was more like a schedule thing. It was more
Okay.
like a timing thing. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I didn't want to. You know, it wasn't like I didn't want it. But I've heard nothing but great shit about it, especially from you guys, especially the MF dude. He loves that game. Shout out to him. But man, I think Star Wars. This one is gonna be what's gonna make me get away from Destiny for good.
I love how you had to throw Destiny in there.
Finally.
Like you need an
Absolutely.
excuse to walk away from
Destiny.
Destiny.
So let me ask you a question. This is gonna be my question. I'm gonna ask you on every show. This is talking about Battlefront. Comes out November 17th.
As far as right now goes, yeah.
As far as we know, yeah. Let's say it does come out November 17th. Buy or rental?
Bye.
Yeah, it's a buy. It's a buy
Yeah,
for me.
Buy.
Oh,
How about you, Prophet?
Battlefront, that's a buy, baby.
Oh,
That's a
so we
buy.
got 4 buys.
Yeah.
That's 4
I
buys
have
right here.
now.
Digital
I have a
4play.
question for all of you guys. I have a question because I asked Jay this, and I'm going to ask everybody here now. Do you think that Battlefield will get delayed, or I'm sorry, Battlefront
Battlefront?
3?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know why I don't think so. For
You know
some
why?
reason, I don't. For some reason, I don't think they will. I don't know why. I don't think they will.
Me and Danny talked about this a little bit yesterday, and here's what I said. I think that if it does get delayed, it will get delayed no more than a month, because the movie is coming out in around Christmas time, and it is amazing marketing for the movie. You know, it's cross marketing. So I think that Disney would be willing to incur a little bit more of a loss. Not that they're going to lose money by any means, but they would be willing to take a chunk out of profits and like bring in as many people, as many as much equipment, anything they need to do to make this game launch on time because it's marketing. It's free marketing. So if they need to bring in developers from other projects or like, you know what, this game is in danger of being delayed, stop what you're doing. That game can be delayed. We don't care. Come work on this.
Yeah.
And Star Wars the Star Wars movie's coming out this December, right? Or wrong?
Yes. Yeah, around Christmas.
The simple fact that they're gonna have the movie December, it's gonna be a big sell point for the game. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually throw in their own commercials during the Star Wars movie, like in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised about that.
Some
But they
trailers
said
for the
also, if you play Battlefront, the DLC that first comes for it, the Jakara one,
games.
the one that comes that,
It's based on
as
the
a
movie.
part from the movie.
Yeah.
It's not in the movie that coincides with the movie, so it's gonna definitely be delayed. That's my opinion. I think it's gonna be more delayed towards the movie time, like Prophet saying, and not only because of that sale, but when does the next Call of Duty come out? Don't they usually come around November 18th?
Oh, it's in fall. Is it? No way.
That's usually.
I don't think there's a Call. Did you say Call of Duty?
Yeah, is there
Yeah,
another Call of Duty coming out this year or next year?
I don't think there's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be a Call of Duty in November this year. I don't think
Even
so.
if with the disappointment of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare dropping to $40 in a month?
They release it's annual. They release a Call of Duty every year.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But we haven't heard anything or seen anything. And
Yes, Black Ops 3 is supposed to be coming out.
we heard.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. It usually comes around November, so why compete against the king of sales with a game that's going to be looked for?
If you come out before,
I think it's going to be delayed, just because every single game.
That's what I think.
Basically, up to now, has been delayed. Look what happened to Hardline and stuff. This looks like a bigger game than Hardline, more content than Hardline.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be a couple weeks. It's like I said, it's going to be one of those. I agree with you, Jay.
Movie.
No way. And I think that you're right. It's going to be like a
No.
couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, a month, if that. We're going to see a delay like we saw with Batman, like you said. It's very short delay.
I think it's going to come out a week before the movie.
Which would be a smart thing to do anyway.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's going to come out in November 17th. I just don't think it is. I just don't. I don't know why, but
I guess we can all agree on that.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So
Right.
what got you guys the most excited about that trailer, the Battlefront trailer?
Oh man, the fact that they were showing a next gen game made me cream. You know,
It did look beautiful.
awesome.
It looked
it
amazing.
looks real next gen. It looks like real
Yes.
next gen.
Yes,
Yes, it
it looks
does.
like what
Bottom
we've all
line.
been waiting for a
Yeah,
year.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It looks
Yeah,
like they're gonna show a lot of respect to George Lucas and his vision.
Yeah. Well, it was everything we saw. There was no game footage, right? It was all like cutscene type.
It was like
Yeah,
it was in-game,
but
but
it was-
cutscene from the game.
right.
game
It was
engine.
using right. It
Yeah.
was using in-game engine, but
Yeah.
it wasn't gameplay.
Not gameplay.
No.
But I'll tell you one thing, and this may sound weird compared to what everybody else took from that trailer, but my favorite part was when you were in the TIE Fighter and you launched out of like the cave, like into like the hot area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That just made me feel so. I don't know why I took that away from that trailer, but I kind of seemed like if you hop into that fighter, that's the way you're gonna exit out of there, and then you get kind of like pushed into that open world. And I think I think that looks awesome. I can't wait. I got a real feel for the game.
I think it was really cool to see the AT-AT in a forest area instead of a snowy, wide open area, right?
Mm-hmm. That was pretty
That was
cool.
surprising.
That's the only time we've ever seen him is on the snow area, and it's
On
very
Hoth.
bland. Right? It's so bland. It's just like, okay, yeah, it's cool. You know, it's huge. But to see it walking amongst those trees just gives it real scale. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I just wonder if we're gonna see like a rope, like what we saw in older Star Wars games when the rope comes out and you can like wrap it around their legs and pull it and like take them out like that, like
The
so you don't have to have.
cable.
It's got to be
Yeah,
in
the
there.
tow cable.
It's got to be.
You know you're able to use. They definitely will let you use the tow cable. It's one of the things you have on those damn little ships that you have. They're gonna have the tow cable. You're gonna be able to use the tow cable. That's a
Just so
guarantee.
you don't have to be forced to like shoot it down like you can if you're by yourself. Just wrap the cable around and just kind of take it out like that. That'd be sick.
They should. I mean, most games that with Star Wars have the tow cable on that ship.
Yeah,
That
that'd be a really cool
equipped
mechanic.
with it. Beefy. That ship does come equipped with it. I don't know all that shit beef.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm over here trying to put my logo back up.
How you said earlier? How you saying Star Wars? I know the weight, the size of their waist. What?
You know what them niggas ate for like lunch and shit? But yeah. Oh man, yeah, y'all threw me off. Y'all got me. Y'all threw me off.
I'm just super stoked for this game. I mean, I played all the old Battlefronts, and I think that if there's somebody that could take this franchise and bring it to the next gen level, it's going to be DICE and what they've done with Battlefield and how they, and it just makes total sense to have the battles and all the vehicles and stuff like that, and then to have that bring it into the Star Wars universe. I think it's a great combination.
Question:
I don't
since you played the old Battlefronts, Danny, and Jay, and whoever else, Prophet, do you think it's me and Dude was talking about this? Do you think that it's going to be more of repetitive campaign kind of stuff? Okay, besides the multiplayer, do you think it's going to be more repetitive like Destiny?
No.
It's not. I don't know. Battlefront. See the other Battlefronts. They didn't have.
Yeah. They didn't have
a
storyline.
campaign. Yeah, it was almost like you were playing through the multiplayer as a campaign, right? So they okay, here's a multiplayer map. It's the same type of map that you can play with your friends, but there's like a slight story to it with missions, things you need to do. But yeah, there wasn't really much of a campaign part to it.
Yeah, because in this one, there's going to be a solo. There's going to be a multiplayer. It's going to be solo, split screen, co-op.
Yeah. They called the solo part just missions. So I think it's going to be the same thing.
Really?
And that's fine, because it was fine. It was good. I played it.
I was kind of hoping there'd be a standalone kind of story, maybe loosely based off the movie or something like that. I was a short, like storyline, and then most of it would be online multiplayer. But I don't really didn't read much into it.
I don't even think we're getting an element that deep as far as the campaign goes.
Yeah, more like a hardline kind of thing. You know, like it actually has a story, and then there's but there never was a story. So if there isn't a story, it's okay. That's fine. You know, that is a multiplayer game at the core. So as long as they can focus on that and make that work, you know, I think people will be happy.
So I think they're announcing the next Call of Duty, which is Black Ops 3, the release date on April 26th.
Which is crazy because if there is one coming out, we should definitely hear about it very soon. Because if we're already hearing about Star Wars Battlefront that's coming out on November 17th, if they're planning on launching a Call of Duty, it should be any minute now that we're going to hear about it and see a trailer.
You know what? The news for Call of Duty has spread really fast. I've been watching it for the past week, and it's been like every day has been something new. So it's been like there was rumors a week ago about them making another Call of Duty. That Treyarch's turn is trying to make it, and blah blah blah. And everybody's thinking it's gonna be. Everybody thought it was gonna be World at War. They all thought it was gonna be World at War Part 2. Which honestly, I think would have been a good move. You know what I'm saying? Because I think World at War was dope. I think World at War was one of the best Call of Duties there was besides Modern Warfare. But that passed because they came out and they started giving pictures of the number 3. That looked just like the Black Ops logo. So when that happened, everybody knew what it was going to be. So everybody knows.
What's crazy about that, BP, is that everybody has been talking about how they want an old school like Call of Duty, how like World War II one. A lot of people have been like asking for that, so it makes sense. It does.
Well, everyone got so fatigued on that, and we're asking for more future stuff, and now we've had so much of that, they want to go back again.
Yeah,
that's how it is. It's a circle. It's a repetitive circle, just like movies, just like clothes, just like culture. I mean, but it is what it is.
Just like those damn mom pants. That women think it's sexy. It shows all the ass, but it's like way up here. I'm like, no, it's not sexy. You see that above your fucking
glad mom pants aren't around anymore.
Mom pants are not good. It's not sexy. Doing that here in Puerto Rico. I mean, it's chopped off at the ass so you can see the butt cheeks, but I don't give a fuck what you think.
Dude, the top of the jeans are like at the girl's belly button. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
It's 80s shit, man. That's old shit.
It's weird.
We're getting old. You see that, don't you? That's us just getting old.
It's messed up because they think it's cute, and you see all these girls like, it's so cute. Look, I see my island. But I can also see no stomach, and all I see pants and then titties. It's like, what happened to the midsection? I mean, what happened to all of this? You know, that is sexy when you got the low cut jeans and you have all this to look at, and then the breast. Now it's like you got the ass cheeks, and all of a sudden you got tits again. Like, when did the midsection become not sexy? You gotta hide it.
I'd rock some acid wash jeans though. I'll tell you about that right now. I don't give a shit. Those things are awesome.
Acid wash jeans with some acid wash. Stick your ass out, wash the car.
I want to see Beefy in some acid wash jeans, some like ripped
friggin'
V holes.
No acid wash jeans. Trust and believe.
I want to see Beefy in jorts. That's what I want to see. Beefy.
Good sign. Jorts.
Some frayed jorts. That's what I want to see Beefy in.
Oh shit! Woo!
Yeah, baby boy. That's right. You know how Papa likes it. That's right.
Yeah, stop it now. Cut it out.
Lucky.
Y'all making me blush.
Yeah, right.
So, Beef, you recently came across a bunch of comic books that you bought for $1.
$1.50.
What?
For $1, a bunch of comic books for $1, Danny. Would you mind
You know
showing
I
them?
like showing my comics.
Yeah, you mind showing these comic books you came up for $1?
$1?
Not each. All
got-
these comic books for $1.
I got,
$1 flat.
Image #1, the comic book Stupid, the Image version of Mad.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I had that when I was younger. You know what I mean? Let's see. Superboy #1, near mint condition. Superboy #1 right
Was
there.
this
near mint condition.
was this local or through Craigslist or?
Not local.
Okay.
In the store. I found I was in the store called Savers where they sell like used items. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I go in there to get like a lot of toiletry stuff for the house. You know what I mean? Like bedspreads and shit like that. And they had a bin of like 500-600 comics, and most of them Deathlock and Exo War and Bloodshot and Dark Horse and
Wildcats.
Valiant. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit that I'm not really interested in, but there was some hidden gems. You know what I'm saying? Like a giant size special Iron Man 244, present and past.
Nice.
That one right
Yeah,
there.
that's cool.
And that beast back there.
Hold on, we got Spawn #32, mint condition.
Nice.
Spawn #32, and the best one out of all of them for me, because me and Prophet love this character from
Yes.
Image. One of the
Violator?
best characters.
No.
#1,
Hit.
Pit #1.
Nice.
#1. Look
First
at that.
issue.
#1, bro.
I love the
All those
All
mask.
these
comics-
man.
comics were $1.50 altogether. They're 29 cents each.
Hell yeah.
So that was a pretty
Max?
good find.
Yeah, Max was nice though. Man.
I love the Max, dude. I love me some Max.
Max is tight. Max is
Yeah.
tight.
If I would have found the
Hell
Max, dude, oh my god, I would have got every single Max comic there was. I would have took it.
It's just
Yeah,
that
man.
graffiti style of art was pretty tight work, man.
Yeah, dude, I love that. I think it all started with Liquid Television too. That was a great show back in the day on
I think
MTV.
it did.
Eon
Yeah,
Flux. And,
It did start. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a Max show on there. Yeah,
The movie was shit though.
I did not
that's
see
a
the
nice
movie.
buy.
The Aeon Flux movie it had Charlize Theron.
Oh,
as the
yeah.
lead
I thought you were talking about
character.
the Max movie. I said, what? They made a Max
Yeah,
movie?
no.
I was gonna say what movie he was talking about.
No,
You know
but
what's
Max
crazy
had a
is that-
series.
Yes, on Liquid Television, the cartoon, right? That you're talking about? Yeah.
It was on MTV, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was Liquid
Yeah.
Television, I believe.
Yeah, Liquid Television. Yeah. I'm
It
MTV,
started
yeah.
on Liquid Television, actually gained popularity, and it had its own standalone for a little bit. It was only like a season or two, and then they dropped it. But that storyline's really good. Like, if you actually really read the storyline in Max,
Yeah, I did.
you could actually make a movie with that because it's deep,
Oh, yeah.
it's dark.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's some psychotic mental
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I loved it. I loved that. I loved the characters, the little meeps, the little black little characters. the little
Yep.
meeps. You know what I'm saying? I love the way he used to squish them and with the big thorns.
Yeah.
He used to hang over the ledge and shit like that. Evil,
Yeah.
evil. Yeah, I would get a tattoo of that motherfucker for real. I would get
That's
a
just
tattoo of that motherfucker.
I used to draw him a lot when I used to sketch back in the day because I used to love
yeah.
the artwork. The artwork is great. I love the art style of
yeah.
that.
That's what drew me to Image, honestly. Image, their sharp, artistic work and illustrations. I liked it.
Love
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like
Love
all the
that
sharpness
artwork in
in
Image.
images is just.
Yeah, bro.
I loved
Image
it.
Comics.
You know what I'm saying? I fell in love with Image.
I loved almost every single comic book the character that they had for Image, just because of how well written they were and the quality of artwork that they had these artists putting out was that real dark, next gen style artistry, which is top notch to me. I loved it. I loved that artwork, and the writing wasn't off at all. The writing was well done, bro.
The writing was good. It wasn't better than a couple other comics that I can say was, but it was good. It was decent. It was decent.
I enjoyed a lot of the stuff I was reading. There was a lot of comic books, Youngbloods, Wetworks.
Yep, Youngblood was my shit. I had Youngblood's #1 with the felt vinyl cover.
Bro, I had all of them. I even had all the crossovers between Youngbloods and the
Savage Dragon. Remember that
Savage
show?
Dragon was
Savage Dragon was awesome.
I almost forgot about him.
Hell
I almost
yeah.
forgot about him.
Gen
No, and I love
13.
the
Gen
comic books that
13,
they
that's
were
my
doing.
jam, bro.
Then
That's my
another one.
jam.
Witchblade, another bad.
Oh,
Witchblade
Witchblade.
was awesome. Oh, yeah.
They made a movie about that, didn't they?
Yes, and there's there was a
Witchblade?
comic book movies. Yeah, Witchblade.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a show too.
Was it?
A
Yeah.
cartoon show that I remember. An actual TV
I
live
believe-
action. I don't
Witchblade?
remember seeing that.
Witchblade was an
believe-
anime series, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I don't remember.
No.
Speaking of anime, did you guys ever watch the Spawn things on HBO? The Spawn
Yeah.
anime
Oh,
TV
hell
show?
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, that was
Yeah.
pretty nice, man.
Dude,
I
that's the
enjoyed
best.
that.
That's the best Spawn's ever been. I mean,
Absolutely.
The live action movie was good, but dude, the
Witchblade was a
HBO
live
series
action
was
TV
awesome.
series as well, fellas.
Oh, look at that.
Damn.
I remember
didn't know
it.
that.
I remember because I used to watch that corny
I never.
shit.
I honestly, I never watched it. That's probably
There's
why.
Look
a
it up.
I
It's
live
on
action
YouTube.
Witchblade.
Yeah, put it on YouTube, Jay, if you want to look it up, or on Google. There's a live. I used to watch it when I was back in the day, 2001, 2002.
It must have been bad if I don't remember that.
You know,
It was
one
on-
thing about the Spawn thing on HBO is you could never. I had a hard time finding it sometimes and watching it. Like, it just came
Yeah.
on at opportune times, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could never keep track of any of the shows. Yeah, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
dude,
just
it
came
was
out
back
when I
in the
watched
day. There was no DVR. There was no
Yeah.
YouTube.
You had to get the
Going
TV
down the
guide.
that's it.
Yep, that was it.
You better make sure you buy the week's TV guide. If not, you won't.
Well, I mean, you could record it onto VHS, but come on, who knows how to work a VHS? I mean, no one can program.
A VHS. What in the hell?
But yeah, Witchblade. Her name was Yancy Butler on that show.
Yeah, here's the lady that played her.
Yeah, there you go, fellas. I knew there was a live action.
Let me see that one. Bring up.
Holy
I
shit!
know my shit, or do I know my shit?
I don't remember that.
She's a terrible actress. I do
Oh
not.
yeah, oh yeah. It was on TNT.
not
It was a
like her.
whack ass show.
Before we stray away from Battlefront and leave it behind us, which
Okay.
we're gonna do that right now. Basically, we're done talking about that. But I do want to ask: do you think we're gonna have 64 players online, or like Battlefield, or we're gonna have like a
They already
32?
confirmed 40.
Okay.
They confirmed 40 already?
I believe so. With the thing I read proper, I think it said 40.
That's fine. I'm
You
fine
heard
with
it
that.
here second. You heard it here second, though. 40 people. I didn't even know that. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Which is not bad. I wish we saw more. I don't want, like, just, I mean, 20 on 20 is not bad, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on how big the maps are. You know
If
what I mean?
anybody wants any more information on it, you can go to if you have a PSN, you can go to the PlayStation and look it up in the PlayStation Store and go to the link that's on there, and it'll show you what the maker's comments are, and it gives a little detail on what's in the game. And also, you can also check it out on Battlefront, BattlefrontStarWars.com, I believe it is. You can check that out on there, and it'll tell you also the same thing. If y'all looking to find out, I believe it's 40 though. That is in the game.
Hey,
There's so many,
I'm not gonna lie.
questions, man. There's so many questions. Like, how big are the maps? Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Because you start to watch it, and you saw Boba Fett in there, you saw Darth Vader, and if you played the old Battlefronts, you know that you could actually select one of the iconic characters to play on the map. So it's
Yep.
gonna be, it's crazy. I think like they're really sticking to the roots. How you can actually pick those iconic players. I have so many questions. Like, I'm sure the maps are gonna be huge too.
Well, they didn't even mean to release the release date. That was an accident on the website.
Wow.
Someone
It's
fucked
funny
up.
because I seem to remember Danny at some point having this kind of excitement for Elder Scrolls.
And I'm excited again. I'm excited again because it's free to play now. So, I got the bug
Stop
back.
that.
Yeah,
Your
you just
excitement
used to
and your
Pre-order,
your
didn't you?
excitement killed it.
Yeah. I'll send you guys the screenshot later.
Yeah, I'm not getting into that. Witcher, I'm gonna get into that instead. Witcher's gonna be insane.
Witcher's gonna
I
be-
think the Elder Scrolls is still going to be good, though. I mean, I think they went the right direction. We all wanted to go free to play.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Profit. It's free to play. There's
No, I know.
no
I found out that it was everything was free to
Yeah.
play.
What's free to
That
play?
shit that they were Elder Scrolls that they were talking about before. That there was 2 different types of rumors going around, but it was already been confirmed that it is going to be completely free to play the whole entire game. Because they were talking about it was just going to be one section free to play, so that way they can entice you into playing the rest of the game and opening up the rest of the worlds with paying for different sections. But no, you're gonna get the whole entire game free to play, and of
There
course,
are
like microtransactions. You're gonna get all microtransactions.
But they're
everywhere.
it's just for vanity items. It's nothing really like
Pets, it's nothing that's
pets and stuff like that. So it's done the right way. It could have been a nightmare, but I think and it could. I mean, who knows? A year or 2 from now, they could add some shit that I didn't know about. But as of right now, it seems like it's pretty fucking legit.
Yeah, but it's not that other kind of free to play. You buy the game and it comes with everything in it. You get
that's it.
everything. Yeah.
But there is a legendary subscription, and that's that's for all the DLC that they're eventually planning on releasing.
Which everybody's gonna want. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're gonna need the DLC. If there's certain raids and certain stuff, you're gonna have to have that DLC. So you're gonna be at the point where if you're at endgame and the DLC comes out, you're gonna have to have some kind of legendary membership on it. So I mean, it's not really free, I guess. But if you play the game for that long and if you're devoted to it, then a lot of people won't have a problem with that. If they're gonna get their money's worth out of it.
So. Oh, I gotta say something real quick about Destiny. It's like real fast. So they added that bigger vault thing, which I was all excited about. The bigger vault. Our sentiments exactly. And just one character, filled out my entire vault. One character.
Wow.
Yeah, one character. And it wasn't really about the armor. It wasn't even anything about the armor because I have 3 pieces of armor in there that I don't give 2 shits about, and it's just sitting there with so much inventory space. It's the ones with the guns. First, it used to be one small section that you used to have. They doubled it up, flipped it out, and you have all your stuff on the top and go straight down. I filled it up no problem, and I had to delete guns in order to keep everything in there because that's what I wanted to do beginning with. So
I can't believe you still play that game.
It was just time. You know why? Because I don't like playing Call of Duty shooters, and
I agree with Prophet.
I like that fantasy style shooters.
Yeah.
Like if they were to bring
I totally agree. And still,
if they were to bring back like Halo, they would bring that Halo 5. They would bring that shit No, it's not gonna happen. But if they were to bring that Halo 5,
it's the closest PlayStation people are ever gonna have to play Halo. So
yeah, pretty much.
That game. We've said this so many fucking times, and I hate to say it again, but that game could have been so fucking good. It could have been so great, and then who knows what they have planned for Destiny 2 or 3, but man, what a disappointment. I mean,
It was a huge disappointment.
So disappointing.
It was.
You remember how excited we were when we were playing the alpha? You remember how excited we were when we were playing the beta?
Oh my god! Don't even remind me.
We couldn't even wait. Dude, we were like little kids.
2 months without
It felt like the story was going to be insane.
He was dying when he sold his PlayStation. He couldn't play.
Yeah,
man.
How he suffered. He
Oh
was sweating and his hair was all down. And you could see the frustration and the dead in his face.
Oh shit!
This is his hair.
That's crazy how you can go from being that excited to that fucking disappointed. It's crazy.
It's the biggest, smallest game I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
That's the best way you can sum it up.
Smallest game.
No, the funniest part about everything is how before the game ever supposedly all came out, I've already been to every area in the game, even the stuff that's totally funny. So I've already been there and played the levels.
The worst part was jumping in the game in old Russia and being like, what the fuck? We've already been everywhere. They didn't open up any new areas or nothing.
Yep.
That's the same thing I said. That's the first thing I said. I said, hold up. So this DLC is the fucking same thing, just backwards?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Are you shitting me? I'm gonna tell you right now. you guys lost your. You had the disappointment early on in Destiny, Jay and Danny. Y'all had early on. It took a lot more because I'm a heavy Destiny fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still am because
Mm.
I want it to be more, and I think it has potential, like Danny said. But I fell apart with that DLC.
I
With the
remember.
Coda DLC.
I remember
That
hearing
shit
your voice
pissed
too.
me off.
Yeah, I remember hearing your voice. The second you started playing, you were like, "Oh, this was here." You were all excited, and all of a sudden, all right, we're here. Why is it gonna be an old Russia? All right, fuck it. Let's go see what they're gonna put. And then when you saw we were at,
This is backwards.
you're like, "Hold up."
It was just in reverse.
Man.
Same fucking thing reversed.
And what's this shit about House of Wolves not even having a raid? What the fuck?
That's the big shit.
I'm
That's
kind
right
of
there.
hold on. I'm kind of agree with that. I had to talk with Dude about that. I kind of agree with it, and it takes the focus away from doing a raid and having a rush and doing a raid and rush and getting gear. I want to see where they're gonna go with how we're gonna get this gear to level up if we don't have a raid. That means they're gonna have to open up more shit and give us more shit, more ways of doing shit. If they don't, and they drop the ball and open up some bullshit to where it's you can buy your way in and getting gear, I'm never gonna cop any other Destiny product ever again.
Dude, you shouldn't have had to fucking pay for this DLC. This House of Wolves.
I
dude,
totally agree.
you shouldn't have to pay for this. Are you kidding me? No fucking raid, and I paid money for this.
I agree.
Well, they lied.
Yeah,
They blatantly lied because they already said that they were going to release, what was it, 5 new missions and or 2 new raids or something, or 2 new strikes. It was supposed to be I forget what it was. It's been a long time since I looked at Destiny news, but I do remember them coming out and saying every DLC this is what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know that
Right.
we were promised something, or you guys were promised something. Came out and they totally
Not that, Danny.
backed out.
We were all promised, all of us. We
You know what it was?
Bungie
You know what killed
deals.
Destiny for Danny? The thing that killed Destiny for Danny was the day they took away the loot cave. That was Danny's favorite spot. He was never hanging out with anybody. Yo, Danny, you want to play Destiny? Yeah, I'm on right now. You want to come and play? Yeah, sure. Where you at? I'm at the loot cave.
Loot cave.
Yeah.
Always at the loot cave.
Bro, every time we came on, yo, Danny, what you doing? Loot cave. Yeah, you want to go play? Yeah, I'm playing. Come on, hang out. What are you doing? Loot cave. That's
It's all about the Ingrams, man. It's about the Ingrams.
All about those Ingrams.
All about those Ingrams. And Master Rahul, my boy.
Yeah. Damn, Cryptarch.
Cryptarch, son of a bitch.
I need to get rid of that game. I need to sell it.
I traded it in
I have it.
like a month ago. I waited so long to trade it in too. I was like, maybe I'll get back on it. No.
Well, that's what my initial reason for keeping it was for House of Wolves. But now with no raid, there's no reason for me to keep it. I don't care.
But that thing they're doing now, like it's not a raid, but it's like a what do you call it? Wave after wave after wave. What was the name they were giving it?
Like a survival.
Survival mode, wave after waves of fighting like that. So they're adding a survival mode to it.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
Yeah, that actually I was actually excited about that because I like playing stuff like that.
But that's not what they should do.
But it's
They should be
it's
doing
not what they-
so. That is so stupid. That's not what they should be focusing on. They should let us fucking fly the spaceship or something, not let us buy a spaceship so it can be in a fucking
That's
loading
what they should have
screen.
been doing.
No,
The
something.
damn
Something.
spaceship.
Give us
Should be
some
space
fucking
race.
anything. They don't give us nothing. They're like, oh
Like
yeah,
the
we're gonna
speed
give you
races.
something.
Remember how excited I was for speed races? Like whatever happened to those
Yeah.
speed races?
Yeah.
Bro, that
What's
should
the
have
point?
been like #1.
Why are we
Actually-
talking about Destiny? I think Destiny's...
Anger.
That's it.
Anger issues.
That's it.
Anger issues. You know what it is? We're all still pissed off about it. We're all still mad about that damn game. We're all still mad.
You know why we're
all
talking about
still mad
Destiny? It's like when someone tells you, "Hey, I saw your ex-girlfriend at the store today." That's why we're talking about Destiny.
Exactly.
And we're like, "That fucking bitch."
You don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about that bitch anymore. But
We
you
have to
can't
go
stop
through and
talking
relive
about it.
everything. All
I know, right? But I freaking love her.
I fucking
She
can't
got
stand you,
fat
but
anyway, fucker.
I can't fucking stand you, bitch. If you ever come to my fucking room, I'm fucking shit out of you, stupid bitch.
All right.
Fuck you.
Time's up for Destiny.
We vented.
Yeah, we did. That's what it was.
Time's up.
That's what it was. I hope you're listening, Destiny.
Yeah, right.
Get
What's on
drunk
the
and
agenda?
call her
What's
in
on
the
the
middle of
agenda
night.
next? What else
All
happened?
right, Dad. All
What do you
right,
guys think
Jake.
about the Mortal Kombat X?
Mortal Kombat X. Ugh.
Hey, Beef. Can you play that tune for us real quick?
What's that?
That.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake. Say your thoughts.
So
You're feeling what
I
I'm
was
feeling, so go ahead and
I
start.
was pretty disappointed with Mortal Kombat X, and so glad that I rented it because I originally planned on buying it because it looked awesome, and there was a very high bar that I thought they would at least come close to, because Mortal Kombat 9 was so good, and there's a few things fundamentally very wrong with Mortal Kombat X, and we'll start with one is the narrative, the story portion of it. Yes, it's a fighting game, but Mortal Kombat 9, which is kind of a reboot of the series, the story was so good. Okay, it was really really good. The
I never
story,
played it.
and it's just it didn't. The story of this game, first off, it focuses on characters in the franchise where nobody really gives a shit about. Okay, spoiler alert. The game focuses on the Cages, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, and their daughter Cassie Cage. That right there, no one cares about
Who
them.
gives a fuck?
Yeah, they're the worst
Not those
characters in
three.
the game. Nobody even likes using them.
What, because they're from Earth?
Well, there's other fighters from Earth that are much
Yeah,
better.
but like what, the celebrities from Earth? Come on.
Yeah, that I didn't like right off the bat. And then another issue I really took with was in the game there are characters that you see and you don't get to play as. They're not selectable. You don't get to play them in the story. You don't get to play them online. You don't get to play them, just like doing the tower thing. You don't get to play them. And not only that, 3 of those characters you fight against. Okay, so they made the characters, the models, they made the move sets, and you don't even get to play them. Those characters, Sindel, Rain, and there's one more. Sindel, Rain, and
Smoke?
no, Smoke you don't fight against, but you see him. Oh, what
Anya?
is it?
Motaro?
No.
Jax, Nightwolf.
Anyways, fuck it. There's 3 characters,
Three
and
characters, yeah.
that you fight against and you don't get to play as. And then there's other characters like Nightwolf, Smoke, Cabal, where, by the way, are awesome characters, some of my favorites, where you see them, you don't get to fight against them, you don't get to pick them in other modes of the game. So it's like, what the fuck? They come out with...
Question, is it true that you can actually unlock these characters later on?
No.
No.
That's why I said DLC probably.
The only character that you can unlock by beating the story is Shinnok, the main guy, the last baddie. That's it. That's the only character you unlock.
told me that there are other characters that you have to unlock, but a certain way, in a certain mode in the game.
There is the Cryptarch, which you can unlock not character, but you can unlock brutalities. You can unlock other skins like costumes. And there's a PC version of this game, and a Reddit user, fuck, I forgot his name. He hacked the game and put in Rain. So he hacked it so you can play Rain. It's in the files. You can play as these characters. They're ready to go, but they don't allow you to.
It has
play
to be DLC then.
It has to be DLC. The $30 season pass is coming with mad DLCs for characters.
Yeah, but that's bullshit when they're already made. They're already ready to go. They're not doing
money,
They're just holding it back. They're just holding it back.
Well, not only that, but I take issue with them creating Predator and Jason Voorhees. I don't give a shit about them. You get combat characters that I want. Okay? Yeah, it's cool. You know, they're cool, whatever. But give me the characters from the fucking series that you made first. I want to
agree.
play as Rain. I want to play as Smoke. I want to play as Noob Saibot, Cabal, Nightwolf. The characters that we love.
Cyrax,
Sector.
Cyrax.
Cabal was my shit. Cabal was my
I know,
nigga.
right? And you get to see him.
Cabal was my shit.
Shit, what happened? What the? Where's he? Why can't you fight against him? Shit.
So-
You put somebody in the game.
Mortal
Put
Kombat,
him in the game to
disappointing.
fight against.
So Mortal Kombat.
Actually, you know what? They should have put the Cryptarch in there.
Oh. They got the crypt.
Wins.
The crypt is actually fun.
He just throws engrams at you.
But not purples.
They turn blue when they hit you.
Always
Blue.
green
He
and
throws
blue.
purple, they turn blue. Oh, I miss her.
It's a guy.
Talking about Destiny.
Master.
She's there waiting for you.
Oh, yeah.
You can go get it for $25.
I'll sell you mine for 20.
I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna be on Destiny for the next DLC. I want to see what they got, and if they disappoint, I will not be buying another Destiny game.
I'm actually going to be in there with, I already talked with Dude. We're going to be going in there just so we can get our practice on for
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be
football
going.
matches. So
I
that
want to
way
see
we can
Beefy do a
actually-
reaction video.
I'll do a reaction.
House of Wolves? Yeah, do it.
Yo, the last time is just like what Prophet said. I jumped on. I was late this time. I was supposed to do the whole thing with these guys. I was late by like 8 hours. I didn't get on until later. I'm like this. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. This is what's up. Destiny, breaking it down. Here we go. Sure enough. Yeah. What?
By myself. Nobody visited me.
What the fuck? Just is this is the game? So you're telling me that I can buy my way into light now? All that work I did is demolished. It's gone. All these fuckers who got a rank fucking 20 can buy their way to a 30 just because they got the goddamn glimmer and shit to do it? Fuck you, Destiny. Goddamn it, motherfucking Bungie, son of a big bastard.
Look at the relationships that were built, though, through Destiny. Those are priceless. It's priceless.
That's true.
That is very true. That is okay. I'm sorry.
What are those relationships? Those could have been dealt with in another game. Those could have been dealt with.
Yeah,
well, you don't
I'm
play
hard
GTA,
to get
but
along with, so
I'll tell you what, though. You don't make friends in GTA 5. You just don't.
Dude, you don't.
no, that's not true. I have.
But Jay, you're a teddy bear, man. Everybody gets along with you, dude. Everybody's gonna be like,
It's very odd. I've made 2, so I guess, you know. It's so random.
It's hard to make friends in GTA.
How many
5.
thousands have killed you trying to get into your car, or you're standing outside, you just come out your house and boom!
I did it to Jay. My first time playing GTA 5, I blew his ass up in the car. Remember, Jay? When I was,
What?
No.
I don't know. I've been blown up so many times.
Prophet showed me how to do it, and you was my first victim. And after that, I honestly, I don't even like GTA.
You just
You
quit.
can go fuck
Alright, I
yourself.
blew up Jay. Fuck this game. I'm done.
Yeah, I don't find it no interest, really. I don't know.
You're hurting Danny's feelings. Danny loves this game.
It's a good game. I didn't play it on last gen. It's fucking beautiful.
I'm not going to say it's not a good game, but it's a great game. But it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I still
You know
get
what I'm
bored. when I
Speaking
go
of games, I did just buy Borderlands, the Handsome Collection.
Oh, my son has that.
It's fantastic.
It looks fucking awesome,
It
man.
looks great. Visually,
looks
they
great.
did a great
Yes.
job.
Yes,
I
they
mean,
did.
I got to play, obviously, the
60 frames per
pre-sequel. Pre-sequel's awesome. The story's awesome. Voiceover's awesome.
Yo,
I
the
mean-
60 FPS is awesome on that game.
I haven't even really got into it at all. I just popped it in and played to level 3 on 2 characters.
There was a glitch in the beginning. Samurai Evil told me that you can level up more than one character at the same time. But
Yeah, I don't know how the hell you do that.
The split screen, the 4-way playing, to play with
Yeah.
4 people.
Oh yeah.
Like, there
Okay.
was a glitch when it first came out. Him and Desert Eagle, shout out to Desert Eagle, Golden Desert Eagle on PSN. He always showed us the glitches on Destiny and stuff like that, and also Slap Your Mama too. But these guys, they're young cats, and you know how the youngins do. They don't do nothing. They do it till they break the fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. So they find it. Jay just saw a ghost. But they find
the ghost just came up and slapped his dick on Jay's shoulder. He's like, "What was that?" He's like, "A small penis, ghost penis."
It sounded like someone like tapped on the door.
Yeah, it did. I heard it.
Do you guys ever smell farts that didn't come from you?
Phantom farts.
No. I'm gonna be so on. I really hate to jump off subject, and we should probably just do a whole podcast all about ghost farts. But I just want to touch on it for a second. Have you guys experienced it before?
Well, you have kids, so they can throw many.
No. I'm talking. No one's around.
No.
It's like you're the only one there, and you just get this whiff of something. And you don't know where the hell it
Okay,
is.
so it's not auditory.
That's
It's just
memory
the
gas.
smell
That's
thing.
Yeah.
called memory gas. The smell is imprinted into your brain. So when you're laying around doing absolutely nothing, that's when you get these. Well, I was gonna say visions, but more like a
Phantom fart. Just like a phantom limb.
Yeah, you're smelling your kids' farts that aren't there. Because
Oh my god.
you're used to it, so you memorize it. It's a memory. It's phantom farts.
That is definitely not as cool as ghost farts.
No, it's not.
Phantom vascular.
I totally forgot what we were talking about.
I just wanted to come up and say it happens to me, and I just come to terms with it. So
Your house is haunted. That's all.
I think it is for sure.
Speaking of the yes, I can smell one right now, Danny. Are your ghost? You just rip right now.
That's coming through this special mic.
Yeah, that's my vision.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
I smell Danny's ass.
What is that thing? Is that a Skylander?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, Danny tried.
Now the next question is, why the fuck does Prophet have a Skylander?
I put it in the bottle. It puts the ass in the bottle. And
It puts the lotion on the skin.
it puts the gas in the bottle.
Alright, what else we got here, guys?
All right, so listen to this. Listen to this. Netflix CEO David Wells recently said in an interview that if you live in a country with high movie and TV show piracy, that you'd likely enjoy cheaper subscription fees for Netflix. He went on to say that they treat piracy like any other source of competition and use the statistics on illegal downloads to determine not only what types of content it should offer, but what the local rates are.
So they're not going to pay these pirates websites for their information then, I guess, right?
Well, they take
gonna-
the information
So
from
they're
the
going to
downloads.
pirate the pirate websites for their information so they can...
Well, the information's readily available. You can get it.
Why is it available? That's not your information.
It's there.
No, not like
What's
your
put on
personal
there?
information. It's like statistics on what people are downloading the most.
I don't find that fair.
Well, it's easy, man. I mean, you can go to any website.
I don't find that fair. I don't find that fair at all. That's like going to KFC and finding out the 17 herbs and spices and then making it your own. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. I don't find it fair.
It's the same thing with watching DVD and Blu-ray sales. This is
don't
what's
get
hot.
fucked up, Jay. I'm a pirate than a motherfucker. Arr! But, you know what I'm saying? I just don't find it fair.
Dude, this is only good for the consumer. I mean, if a lot of people are pirating
it's
stuff,
good for the ones that are paying.
Netflix is cheaper for us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I just find it interesting that they do that, right? That they watch these statistics and adjust prices accordingly.
Yeah. I
That's
find
great.
it quite interesting. Fucking Prophet's a pirate.
It's all about. I mean, we know we're in a time and era where it's all about the money, and these guys are not stupid. They're running very successful businesses and streaming services, and they know it's out there, and they know even as fast as they shut one down, another one comes up.
Mhm.
So it's not you know,
Do you guys?
successful to go after them than to go and say, hey, how can we benefit from this? Okay, we know that this person's still in this one movie or this one series. Let's make it readily available, cheaper. You know, so they're just getting smarter about it
Yeah.
Yeah,
from a business
I guess
perspective.
so.
You know,
Do you guys have any
Not fucking
idea on
fair.
how many Netflix subscribers there are?
60 million?
60 million. Isn't that incredible?
Yes, that's fucking outstanding.
Million.
Dude,
If every one of those are just doing the lowest tier thing, the $8 a month, over $400 million?
and that's why the major motion picture industry and the distributors and Blu-ray guys should be shitting their pants right now because it's all about streaming, man.
$480
Hold
million
on.
dollars a
1
month.
second. Prophet, he's moving his refrigerator. Give him a second.
That's incredible. You can make that,
That's the way of the future, man.
dude. A month. That's just insane to me. You know what it says to me? That they should be making more awesome series like Daredevil. We should be seeing more awesome original content.
It's gonna happen, dude. With the revenue they're making now, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get better and better and better shows and better series and stuff and movies and original movies from them because now they're starting to make a lot of money off here. And you know what happened is they started getting more successful when they started streaming.
Yeah.
When they just started having that when it was like GameFly and they actually sent out the movies, it was like no one was really into that. But once they started integrating streaming, and streaming's taking over. I mean, not just Netflix, but streaming for video games. It's with Steam. So I mean, it's the way of the future. Like I said, we're not going to have physical copies. It's going to be data. That's the way it's going to be. But that's how it all snowballed for them. When it's convenient to pay a monthly fee and to watch your favorite movies and to watch new movies and new series and stuff. And now we have original Netflix series, and they bought rights to like the Trailer Park Boys. And now
even Sony's doing it.
Yeah,
with the Power series.
That's what they should have been doing to begin with.
Well, when you see Netflix making this much fucking money with 60 million subscribers, I mean, you can't just sit back, like Sony's going to try anything,
Yeah.
And that's why they're trying to lock down game streaming. That's why Sony's right now, they've already seen what happened with Steam, so they're trying to jump on streaming. It could be a little too late for Sony, but definitely it's been lucrative and great for Netflix.
Well, Sony's spending quite a bit of money on game streaming. They bought Gaikai for over $300 million. They just bought online, rumored to be over $100 million. So they're not dumb. They're still trying. PlayStation Now is not doing so hot, but they're not giving up.
Well, they're already one step ahead of Xbox. I don't believe Xbox has anything like that going on right now, or any plans to do anything like that. So.
Yeah. I mean, they have EA Access, which is similar, kind of, but it's just EA stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, since we see rivalry with PlayStation and Xbox, do you think we're going to see some kind of VR announced pretty soon for the Xbox One?
No, I don't. Phil, what's his fucking name? Spencer, Phil, whatever, right? He recently said that he thinks it's too soon for VR. That VR is not now enough. He said that Morpheus he doesn't think is going to do well because VR isn't. It's not appropriate for now. Like it should still be set off far into the future. Now, which was weird, he was talking about it now, and it's not released right now. It won't be released for another year-ish. What is first half of 2016, I think.
Well, Oculus should be out sooner than Morpheus.
It should be. We don't know if it will or not, but there's already VR things out. Samsung Gear VR is out. HTC is coming out with something. Valve's doing something. I think he's just talking out of his ass. I think he's scared. I think he's scared of what it could be, and because they have nothing. I mean, Microsoft has got that fucking the HoloLens, but that's not the same. That's not the same thing.
Well, I know you're going to be able to use Oculus on a Microsoft or like a PC.
Right.
So I don't understand why they wouldn't want to try to maybe edge their way into this market to try to even put something out there, just out there, at least maybe for the consoles, because they know the PC side is going to be covered by the Oculus anyway. Why even compete against the Oculus right now? Why don't you just try to see what you can do for console gaming? Because they see what Sony's doing.
Yeah.
Maybe they might sit back and see how Sony does and kind of say, hey, we'll let you try to fall on your face first. I mean, because we always see that back and forth thing. We always see that with consoles. We see it with games. We see it with so many products. So it's only understandable to me why we'd kind of see some kind of maybe reaction to VR.
It'd be the cheapest and safest route for them to go is to just make Oculus work with Xbox.
Got a new not to break the subject, guys, but I just looked at one of my spoiler alerts. Keyword spoiler, people. Spoiler alert, heavy spoiler. In the Avengers Age of Ultron movie coming out, after the credit leak, it leaked the after credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it is consisting. One moment.
Infinity Gauntlet.
No way, man. I'm stepping out for a sec. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
In this scene, we see a window washer cleaning a window on a building across the way from Avengers Tower, and then we see a certain wall crawler yelling across from the wall from another building, screaming at the window cleaner that he missed a spot. From what I can tell, his Spidey's old original costume looks very much like the traditional from the comics. Since I don't believe an actual actor for the new Spider-Man has been selected yet, the voice we hear in this clip on YouTube right now is indicated likely just a fill-in. So this scene is likely a good indication that we'll definitely be seeing Spider-Man appear in the next year's Captain America Civil War movie.
Well, I already knew that Spider-Man was going to be out. I just didn't know which movie
the
was going to
clip
be
is
in.
leaked. The clip is leaked.
Well, they've been talking about it. They've been talking about something where they want to incorporate Spider-Man into an Avengers somehow in the future. So we're going to see a lot more superheroes making cameos in like
I'm watching the
Avenger
clip
movie.
right now. No, but see, the thing is, the reason why it's a big thing because they didn't know whether Spider-Man was going to be involved in it at all because of the rights with Sony and Marvel and all that bullshit that was going on with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So they didn't know whether they were going to involve him at all with a cameo or not. So now it's confirmed that he will be. So that's good.
But I like that because I've been wanting to Spider-Man be part of that movie.
So
I'm confused about Ant-Man. How is Ant-Man going to be in the Avengers universe? Because he's highly tied to the Avengers, but obviously not in the storyline.
Well, he's coming afterwards.
Yeah. Well, I've seen all the trailers up so far for Ant-Man. It looked fantastic. I just watched the new trailer number 2 for it.
Yeah,
the new
really good. Looks awesome.
I'm watching a Spider-Man clip right now.
Well, because originally, Ant-Man, he makes Ultron, so it's not the same storyline. So I'd like to see if they could somehow bring Ant-Man into the Avengers. Ant-Man was one of the original members of the Avengers.
We'll see him come in Civil War. I bet you. We'll see him coming in Civil War. In the Civil War comic series, Ant-Man actually dies, but it's not Scott Lang. I'm pretty sure it's actually Hank Pym is the one that dies. Yeah. And in the movie, Hank Pym is old. He's played by Michael Douglas. So I think he'll have a good part in the Civil War movie, the Captain America one that's coming out. But I don't think they're gonna kill him off.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's not the same. It's not following the same storyline. And even like the new Fantastic Four, which I'm really not a fan for at all. And it's not because obviously, I mean, I'm gonna say it. I'm not racist. I'm not for the black, Human Torch. Even though in the what is it? In the new Fantastic Four, which is I think it's Ultimate Fantastic.
Yeah.
Human Torch is black, but he was adopted, and in this version of it, he's not adopted. But it's weird. It's like it's like they're taking the story off of Ultimate Fantastic Four, but they're not running with the exact story of the Ultimate Fantastic Four, which is really odd. And I think they're like mixing the two up, and it's just it seems like a real jamble.
Me and Beef were talking about this before we started the broadcast. We don't like any of the castings.
Yeah.
None.
We don't like who they've cast for any of the four, or even Doom. The casting for Doom is terrible.
Well, it's not the casting. I don't like I don't like any of the casting either. I just don't like the whole concept. If you're gonna go and bring Johnny in as the Black Human Torch, I think they should stick closer. It's just weird. It's like it doesn't. For people who followed this comic through up until the Ultimate series, it's confusing for them. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what direction they're going with it. That's why just that role, period. It's off. It's odd. It doesn't really fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's too much thought in it. They should just keep it simple. Keep it the way the comic keeps it, and it'll be much easier. They're too busy trying to satisfy everybody. You can't satisfy everybody.
Well, Fox is going dark. They've been going dark, and this is it seems like a darker Fantastic Four story anyway.
Yeah.
It's just
Which
the way
I'm down for.
Yeah, I like Dark. I think I like the new Dawn of Justice. I think it looked okay. I think the trailer was a little misleading. I don't think that the whole story is going to be based upon Superman and Batman fighting. I just think that they highly, showed that, and I think they're really misleading a lot of people because I don't think the whole movie's going to be about that.
I think that's a very one part ain't even going to really happen.
Which part?
The part where Batman fights Superman. I think it's going to be towards the very ending, and it's going to be put into the second one.
Oh, no way. They're going to fight.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, they're going to fight.
Yeah,
I think they're going to fight and they better fight.
Yeah, they're going to clash with each other.
It's not going to, obviously, no one's going to win, right? It's going to be, they fight and, one knocks the other one out. And
question. Since the pictures you're showing are being compared widely to the cartoon movie The Dark Knight Returns, and I told you before in the conversation we had, it seems like they're really following that cartoon. You know what I'm saying? They're really following The Dark Knight Returns. And you've only seen the first half. Now, I'm not going to give no spoilers. Danny, did you see Dark Knight Returns, the cartoon, the whole thing?
I watched the first half, but I've read through all the comic books, the Frank Miller 4-part series.
Okay.
But this seems more like the second half of the 4-part series, the last 2 books.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Where he actually confronts Superman. Those are the last 2 books. But yeah, it does. Even the armor he wears.
Yeah.
All right. Don't say too much because Jay hasn't watched.
I've seen the armor.
Okay, you've seen the armor.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think if they go that way with the second half of that movie, they're gonna make a stellar movie. The movie is just gonna be. The reason why I said that I think it's gonna be towards another second part because all these movie companies are doing nothing but being greedier and greedier and greedier. Look at what happened with Amazing Spider-Man 2 with that Rhino part they put at the end.
Oh my god. What a fucking, that was retarded. That was stupid.
That pissed me the fuck off, man.
Yeah.
Look at with the Hobbit movies. All the dope parts that you want to happen, all of a sudden there's only 5 minutes left of the fucking movie.
Yep.
And the dragon's about to come out. Come on. So I gotta pay you another $13 to come back over here, spend some gas on the way over here, to give you money that I gotta watch again?
We know for sure that Lex Luthor is in the movie. We haven't seen him in the trailer.
Right.
We know he's in there. We know he's going to be a big influence. He's a big part of the DC universe.
Homeboy, what's his name from?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah.
But my take on it is that we're going to see them fight close to the middle of the movie, and then we're going to see them focus together on a common enemy, which will probably be Lex. And it's been already.
I don't know that it will be Lex. It's rumored that there's going to be another villain.
Well, I know that Lex is definitely doing manipulating. That's why Batman's even going after Superman. And I don't want to get too far into it. I'd like to actually do a podcast about this because it goes really deep, and I've analyzed the whole trailer, and what the whole story could actually pretty closely what it could be based off of. But I do know that Lex is going to play a big part in manipulating the situation with Superman, and that's why Batman is going after him in the first place. Now, I don't know if they're going to focus on that, but I think it will be the conflict will happen about halfway through the movie, and the next half they'll be working together. And we know for sure, I've heard, that we're going to actually see a cameo for Wonder Woman, and it's going to lead into the Justice League movies.
Also,
nice.
also Aquaman. There's supposed to be a cameo.
Yes,
With
yes,
Jason
I also
Momoa.
heard that.
That's
Yep, I also heard that too.
Yep.
So there has to be enough room in the movie for these to take place, for these, for the whole scenes to take place. So I think that it makes sense for the climax to happen. They fight in the middle of the movie, and then as they start fighting, working together, we'll see Wonder Woman coming in. We'll see Aquaman come in, and then who knows what goes from there. But
what do you guys think about that?
I think it's gonna be good. I still don't think Ben Affleck. I just can't take it seriously. Although he looks great in the suit.
We're way past that. Way past that. We're talking about Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think it could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely could be very worse. I like it too. I don't. I mean, there's portions of his costume, or not his costume really. It's his hair. There's something I don't like his hair.
Too much.
It sounds weird, but it looks weird. Aquaman. I've always, he's got that blonde hair. He's always had just dark blonde hair and short, and now he's got dark long hair with blonde highlights, and it's just I don't know. It's
in the older in the newer Aquaman, I haven't followed it in a long time, but before he lost his hand and after he lost his hand and stuff like that, he had long hair with the goatee on, with the beard and stuff like that. So I'm not sure where in the timeline where this takes place, and it's so hard because we're so used to reading these comic books. We grew up on these comic books, and when we see these movies being adapted, we try to fit in the story of how it's translating to the movie, and it's confusing sometimes because it doesn't follow the comic books right away, to the T. So it's hard. So you're still trying to piece together where in the timeline in our comic book life take place in. So it's hard, but hopefully it stays true to it.
I think it's going to be good either way. I'm in fully because
check that out. I posted it in the chat. You might want to see that about Mass Effect 4. Huge spoilers that came out during a survey that we're taking.
Yeah, I saw that. Details about the game were leaked in the survey.
A lot of them.
We've known for a while that we're probably going to get that. We're going to get the whole trilogy.
We already knew we were going to get the game, but this is about the actual game. They leaked out a lot of information.
Really? Like the plot and stuff and.
A lot of stuff during by a survey that they were doing about Mass Effect, and they released a lot of info, a lot of stuff.
Damn.
A lot of spoilers.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, that's big, bro. We released a lot of stuff, man.
I'm glad. I'm glad we're getting a new Mass Effect, and
my god, bro. Yeah. Me and Beef are big time.
Yeah, I like Mass Effect, big time. I played
big time.
3.
I'm telling you guys, we're gonna get all 3 remastered before we're gonna get 4. So I mean, you guys should be very happy about that too. We get to replay
I am, bro. I'm dying to play those games again. I had them for my PlayStation. I had them for my Xbox 360.
For PS3.
Well, I think we're gonna get a remastered for.
Yeah, they did it for the PS3.
They're gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was remastered for the PS3. I think it was just.
No, it wasn't remastered.
No, they just put them together on a disc.
Yeah.
Because at first, it started off in Xbox. Then you got the part 1, then you got part 2, and then you were able to get. Then part 3 came out. I think they made part 3, and then they made part 2 for PlayStation. But I had played all 3 on Xbox. Then I loved it so much, I wasn't really playing much on Xbox anymore. I was on PlayStation 3. So I bought it for PlayStation, the part 3. Beat the game, was going to go play it again, and then they came out with part 2 that you could buy it on PlayStation. So I bought that and played it through and got halfway through part 3. Then they finally said that part 1 was going to come out, so I bought part 1 and played part 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Mass Effect. Hardcore fan.
Good shit.
I like their stories, bro. I wasn't really happy at all with the 3rd ending, because for real, with everything that they had done for Mass Effect, the storyline, the gameplay, the stories, the characters. I mean, they delve into you know this character, you love this character, here's his story, and then you got to the final. This is what we had all grown accustomed to with their endings, how you knew this character, you had a feeling for your character, and then they gave you that ending, which was pretty upsetting. Then they did what no company does. They went in and actually remade the whole ending. I still wasn't too happy, but it was way better than that crap that they had thrown out at us. But I'm glad to see that they're going to have a part 4, so they get to make up for their wrongs. But we know Shepard's not in it. Shepard's dead. They already cleared that up. Shepard's gone. He died. There's going to be a whole other story towards the same thing, so we're going to see...
And then there's a rumor it could be a female now.
Yeah, I heard that.
Possibly, yeah, it could, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I love Mass Effect, bro. I was
Effect.
huge. I did everything you could do in Mass Effect so many times, bro. I love that game. It was a lot of fun. The only thing I wasn't too big into was the multiplayer, cooperative multiplayer that they had.
Yeah. Me neither.
It's way too repetitive. You couldn't really do much, so it's like it's not for me. Dragon Age yeah, Dragon Age is the same thing, and it's not something
For
I
me,
can
it's
sing
the
about.
controls.
No, if they were to do some crazy shit like full cooperative mode during the gameplay, like campaign, like Halo did the first time, and you pull out that whole entire 4-player, let's play this entire story mode type shit. That's something I could be like, I'll freak out. I'll freak out.
That'd be sick.
I would freak out if they do that. They allow 4 players of friends to go and run through the whole entire story. That'd be pretty badass. I'd be.
That would change everything.
Yeah, it would. I would recommend that game to everyone I know, everyone I see. Everyone would have to get that game because I know that would be like top notch. That'd be up there with one of the game-changing things for gaming, especially the fact that with the way the story goes, and you always have your character go on from one to the next, to the next, to the next. Like, what are they gonna do next? Like, I'm probably gonna have to check out these spoilers and see what went on in there, and read up on and check things out because I'm actually kind of interested myself to find out what they leaked out. So there you go, Jay. What else you got for us?
What?
Oh wow!
When I was talking about Mortal Kombat earlier, one of the things I didn't like was their outfits. I didn't like that they didn't have their classic outfits. Remember, Danny, we were talking about this?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right. That's
And
right.
And no friendships either. That's why I'm
no
not buying it.
friendships, no animalities.
No animalities.
Babyalities. The last one had
No
babyalities.
animality.
But they just released an
Bestiality,
update
well,
that gives some of the characters their classic costumes. Like today, I think they released the update.
Wow. They were listening to us.
I know, right? I was like, what the fuck? Me and Danny were
Wow.
just talking about this.
That's crazy.
So apparently they're getting, complaints. People are telling them.
I don't know if they had that planned or if they're actually really listening to people, but if they are listening to people, that's greatly appreciated. That's what more companies should definitely do that.
Yeah, they need to put some necro-bestiality in that game. I mean, we talked about it so much. If they're listening, hit us up with some necro-bestiality. Put that shit in there.
The fans want it.
The fans.
Yeah, the fans want it. I mean,
The
it'll be the
fans
first
have
time
spoken.
anybody's used necro-bestiality. I mean, shit.
Well,
Do it.
since
It'll
it's
be a
basically
first.
almost kind of been it's almost been a Star Wars kind of week. I just wanted to say that I don't know how you guys feel, but I would love to see a resurrection of Old Republic. I would.
Oh
love
my
to
God!
see that.
Please, yes.
The
Please,
PC
yes.
game?
Oh.
No,
It was on console.
Knights
Xbox.
of the Old Republic.
Xbox.
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah.
RPG
The
game,
Knights-
which did pretty
Bro,
fucking well. It was successful.
Oh my God!
Has a huge
I
cult
loved it.
following. I mean, look at the way
Oh.
Prophet's reacting right now.
Yeah, bro. That game was outstanding, man.
Why they
I
have
really
it? I
loved
don't
it.
know why. You know what? Because it made me think about it is because of Mass Effect. Mass Effect is makes me think of that franchise. So like
Yeah,
I
it does.
really miss it. Yeah, I miss it. It was a
And you
great
know what's
game.
funny? With all the games that they're making, and remaking, remastering,
Yeah.
why are they not pushing the game like
Right.
that? That's
no,
a
but-
game that I
because
guarantee you.
They'd
it's
rather
gonna be
give
a
us
brand new.
Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. That's
Oh,
what people want. That's what people really want.
See, well, the thing is, this is a game that people don't know that they want because they've never played it or seen it. These new kids, the thing is, they played it
I
in
didn't play
Star
Old
Wars.
Republic.
If you were to play it, Beef,
It was
I
Xbox.
guarantee you would lose your mind playing this game. It was so wonderful. I mean, it really was an amazing story. The fact that you can build your own lightsaber, do all these things with the guns, go from planet to planet.
Yeah.
You were,
Sick.
it was like Mass Effect, traveling from planet to planet, doing big sections of areas, but it wasn't as graphically inclined as Mass Effect, but you had that feeling of traveling between the ships and the space stations you were at, the planets, the open world of it. It was linear, but it was very open. You didn't feel linear at all, at all. It was very, very open like that. It was a lot to do. Guns, powers, lightsabers, your character, the way you looked, the outfits. It was a lot of shit, a lot of stuff. Being able to take a C-3PO with you to do stuff, or you could bring one of the other characters with you and have them move around, and depending on who you had with you, you would have other little chats, just like in Mass Effect. I don't know why they didn't put it in.
You could have a group. You could select who you want to bring with you on your group and stuff like that. You could bring a Jedi. You can, with you. You could bring a drone with you. You could bring like a droid. I mean, you could bring like you could pick from different characters and shit.
And then some had lock picking and stuff like that. Oh, it was great. I don't know why they didn't make a
great game, man.
It was amazing.
Great game.
It was amazing. Jay, if you were to pull it now and find like I'm pretty sure you could download it for your PC if you find the right one. But I guarantee you play that game, you're gonna be telling us how amazing that story was, and you can't believe you didn't play it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe
really
you never played it. It was amazing. When I first got the lightsaber in my hand for that game, I was like, wow! I couldn't put it down. Being able to shoot them.
People weren't. See, the problem with that game is people weren't ready for it. It came out at a time. It was way ahead of its time. I mean, way fucking ahead of it. If that game would have came out 4 years later, or 5 years later, or 3, it would have had a huge fucking following. I mean, it still does. There's still a lot of people that love that game. I mean, like me and Prophet love that game. There's still a lot of hardcore fans, but massively, I think it would have been really taken off. It just was the wrong time, I guess. I don't get it.
Didn't they recently just shut down the servers for it?
No, that was Star Wars Galaxy.
Yeah.
That was on the PC.
This was a one-player game. This is a solo game, one-player.
Console.
Fellas, I'm about to call it a night. I'm about to head to the bedtime for myself. Peace out to all of you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys
tomorrow. I'm actually gonna be doing that too in a bit.
Yeah, let's call it a night. Let's
all right, Beef,
end this week's episode.
Finish. Yeah, Beef, finish us off. We're all gonna get off too.
Let's do it.
I ain't trying to keep y'all out. Y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all can get the fuck off here. Alright, so today we talked about Battlefront, and we gave that 4 buys.
Yes, we did.
You know what I'm saying? So we all want that Battlefront. We all can't wait for it. So hurry up, EA, y'all motherfuckers, and come get that shit out there.
Mortal Kombat's a rent. Don't buy it.
Yes.
Kombat's a rent.
Don't buy it.
Rent. The rent. Major disappointment. And for any
we
more
already know
information,
about Destiny. Go ahead, Beef. Say it.
forget about Destiny. We ain't even gonna talk about Destiny right now.
Destiny's a sell. Sell that shit.
Yeah, Destiny's a sell.
And Borderlands, the Handsome Collection.
Yes, Borderlands. Good luck for Borderlands. Go and grab that. Yeah.
And please, if someone is listening, make that game. Danny, what is it? Go ahead and tell them.
Make Knights of the Old Republic, you son of a bitch.
Tell them. To make that. If you're listening, make that game. I would love to play it again with some high-grade graphics, bro.
Part 2 or remastered?
Even better. I'll take either one.
Take the remastered.
You guys,
I don't care.
dude, I guarantee you, Beef, if you like Shadows of Mordor, you like Mass Effect, you would love this game, bro. You would love this. And it doesn't have the graphics.
No doubt.
It has good graphics for when it was. It has good graphics, but if you were to play this game, you would love it.
So from us to all of y'all out there, from Prophet 69, Prophet Next Gen, J Q Report, you know what I'm saying? Danny Danger, and me, Beefy. We'll check y'all out. Come by next weekend to see digital4play. You know what I'm saying? On the Geek Feed channel on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe. Google Plus as well.
Every Sunday.
Peace.